We thought we had interviewed all the professors in the world, but this is our first chance at...
One of the main things in order to satisfy the curiosity of those who interpret possibilities that can exist only after due consideration.
Can I introduce you?
What was the question?
The world's foremost authority, Professor Irwin Corey.
Right.
Welcome.
Well, I feel not only honored, but I feel the confrontation upon which we have set our sights can no longer endure at the propensity of a developing prognosis. Now you say, what? It doesn't matter that we... What was the question?
What's your name, sir?
Oh, Professor Irwin Corey, the world's foremost authority.
Okay. Yank. And. All right, take one, and.
Which, like I said, is kind of.
You know, I brought my shoes to put on. A second pair of shoes, I forgot to put them on.
Oh, man. It's down here to my knees already.
It's a good thing you have your boots on there, Alex. Here, let me... Whoa.
It's down here to my knees, man.
Now you know how wet this is.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, grab.
Go ahead, take it.
I hope we're not getting this on tape.
This is all on tape, man.
Hold on. Alex is...
You gotta play it just to show how good it is.
Look at this. Alex, you went up to your knees.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, just roll on this.
Give me something solid here. I keep sinking down.
Hold on.
Take the camera. We need a board. Pause the tape or we won't have enough tape.
Roll that, just roll that up, Alex.
Eesh.
Oh, there you go.
What I need is something solid, man.
You're too big, man.
Try stepping on the plants where the roots are.
Right here. On this bit here. I don't want to
We're going to need to leave our cameraman there.
Yuck.
There you go.
Okay, why don't you give Alex the camera now that he's here?
That's even worse to step in.
Gosh, it sure is.
In this letter to the Secretary of Transportation, members of the Maine, New Hampshire, take 3.
Is that my better face, or is this my better face? Greg, there's a huge difference. One is a fat profile, one is a noble profile. I think this is the fat side.
Turn around.
Really?
Yeah. Why don't we just come along here? Let me just rattle off some of the things that I'm sure your opponent you've heard, and I'm sure she'll say when we speak to her this afternoon. For instance, she says you're a do-nothing candidate. You haven't done anything in your 3 terms in office. What do you say to that?
That's simply untrue.
Come on, keep coming. I'm sorry. Let's do it again. I'm sorry. Your opponent says you're a do-nothing candidate. You haven't done anything in 3 terms. What do you say?
That's simply untrue, John. You know, most of the...
let's do it again. Sorry. Mark, take 3. Okay. Your opponent says you're a do-nothing candidate. You haven't done anything in 3 terms. What do you say to that?
That's simply untrue.
3, 2, 1. When the war news becomes too difficult to listen to, most of us have the option of just changing the channel, finding a temporary emotional... That was terrible. I'm sorry, the naked... Boy, talk about a refuge, you know, some guy... All right. We'll have to go up.
In this letter to the Secretary of Transportation, members of the New Hampshire, Maine, and Vermont congressional delegations expressed their opposition. Okay, you heard that, huh? Okay, take 5, and.
So we figured, why not see how this plan works in reality by going to a school system that's adopted it. So today, we went to the John Marshall School in Dorchester. See if this really... That wasn't going to work from the start. God, I knew I was in trouble. When I lost the chair the first time.
The people who run this program are saying it's giving you an opportunity to creatively explore yourself and that sort of thing. What do you think?
Well, excuse me, I think it's good. I think it's good.
Oh, what'd you do here? Tell me what you did.
What I did. I'm
sorry, what?
See, it's hard for me because I like...
Whatever you must have done, it must have been pretty funny, I imagine.
It was. It was a face. It was a face with like 5 eyes, 6 eyes, and 5 lips, and 2 lips, and 2 noses, you know, stuff like that. See, I like art because, you know, it solves all my problems, stuff like that. When I'm mad, I just like to draw nice pictures. And
You draw things with 6 eyes and 3 lips or whatever, okay.
Yes. And 2 bodies, stuff like that, you know.
Now, that's not how you see the world, is it?
Well, no.
Yeah.
It's not a refrigerator.
The high number of unemployed union members made just being in the same party as the president a liability for Sears today. For the 10 o'clock news, I'm Christy George reporting.
So, like I was saying. Anyway.
Y'all think this is easy.
3, 2, 1. Wilson spent the day meeting with the mayor and the governor and getting to know Boston. One of the... Joe, you are awful. Stop. You just messed me up. That wasn't funny.
Where basketball is king, I feel right at home in this gymnasium.
This budget cuts programs, not just dollars, but it gains some credibility for cutting programs benefiting Reagan's constituencies, loans for small businessmen and exporters, subsidies for farmers, scholarships for middle-class college students, things like that. Congressman Barney Frank's, yes, sarcastic comment to his constituents in Fall River today was, cheer up, you may be losing police and street lights, public transit and development money, but you helped build an airport in Grenada. The unsarcastic version of the same point from a White House advisor quoted in the New York Times this morning was that to Reagan, the welfare state has become a support system for the middle class. Now he's trying to pull it away.
Good evening, I'm Gail Harris. We have a lovely bit of news for you. Okay, ready for take 2?
Ready for take?
Okay.
Oh, great.
Doing psych?
I was, Greg, you twit. Come on. Does this tape cost money? This is bad. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. GMAB, will you? Okay, let's go. Yeah. Hold it. Ah, come on, lads. Get yourself together, will you? Come on, what's funny here? I'm Christopher Lydon in the 10 o'clock newsroom. That's our news tonight. I'm Christopher Lydon. You're Gail Harris.
I'm Gail Harris, still am. Thanks for joining us. Good night.
That's our news. I'm Christopher Lydon.
And I'm Carmen Fields. Who am I? Good night.
We're here to fix up some news.
And that's our news. Where did Christopher Lydon go?
Well, I'm not sure what it is. It's sort of chocolatey and brown.
Look at yourself. If you had a sense of humor, you would laugh to beat the band. Hey, guy, I like your mustache. I was reminded of you last week by, of all people, Chuck D of the Public Enemy rap group. Did you ever think of yourself as a rap group?
Of course not. say I could go for you, guy.
In this letter to the Secretary of Transportation, members of the main... In this letter to... Forget this. Is there a... Okay, one more time. Cold enough for you?
Very. I need some installation, honey.
Mm-hmm. You ever watch the newscast to find out what the weather? Sorry. Do you pay attention to the weathercast?
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Any favorites?
Well, as long as they are tall, masculine looking, and really can shake it out right and say it's going to be good.
Wait a second. But I mean, when you watch the forecast, do you really believe what they're saying? Do you think all this?
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe what they're saying. You got to believe it unless you're going to be blind to walking down the street. And if you're going to be blind, you're going to get nowhere.
Does it really help you in the long run when they... Yeah.
It does.
All right, 5, 6, 7, and stretch and lift. Oh my goodness, lighting and whoa! At the heart of all of this tax talk is a question of courage.
One thing we haven't brought up here is the fact that I understand a few years ago, in a campus guide of some sort, the school was listed as one of the most promiscuous
Well, that was listed by Miss Birnbaum, who would have had to copulate with every student at Boston University. And if you imagine the difficulty she would have to not only copulate with as many students as possible at Boston University, she would have had to copulate with as many students as possible on every other campus in America, and there are 3,000 of them. Now, I just question, despite the fact that I have no doubt that her sexual capacity is prodigious, I doubt seriously that she could have engaged in the field study necessary in about 15 to 20 long lifetimes. And she's a very young woman. So it is simply numerically impossible if she had been engaged in copulation 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, for her to have had the empirical basis on which to make those outlandish claims. All she did was disgrace herself.
This neighborhood, they're all familiar to me. I'm going to pop you right in the head, kid. Stop it. Hold up, Mom. When you guys get tired, let me know. Okay, ready? Hey guys, there goes Channel 5. I knew that would do it. Here we go. Okay. Anyway, this is the magic word. Okay. All right, here we go. And here we go. No, that's all right. We may use it for outtake. Here we go. All right, and all right, here we go. And as if winning council approval for a needle program wasn't difficult enough, winning the governor's approval seems almost impossible. So far, the facts haven't moved him. The mayor hopes his compassion will. For the 10 o'clock news, I'm Marcus Jones.